Here's what I was just telling your volunteers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by playing music because that's more interesting than speaking. If you like what I play, you'll have to promise me that you're going to move at least one row forward. Okay? If you don't like what I play, you can stay where you're seated. Unfortunately, I can't allow you to go. Okay? So let's start with something. Unfortunately, I was listening to this in my car stereo on the way here, so I think you guys kind of know this. One row forward. Why be an entrepreneur instead of something else? And one of the questions that my parents have asked me at many points of time, you don't like to work for anybody because you're too headstrong, right? You don't like to report to anybody, which is true. The second one especially has been lazy, has been true at various points of time because I've been lazy. Right now I realize that as an entrepreneur you work much harder than if you work for somebody else. Or is it because I keep obsessing on one thing? Is it because I'm unidimensional and I only keep thinking about music all the time? Honestly, I tell you something. This morning, for example, you all know this tune also. Which song is this? I'm hearing bis, 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 bis. What is it? Okay, you all know this. So this morning, this is one of the things I keep doing. I'm very unidimensional. When I get up in the morning, I walk over to the keys and I'm like people like to doodle and like people like to sketch with a pencil. I'll start with a tune and I'll keep making variations. So this is what I do. Keep doodling like that. I am quite unidimensional that way. I keep obsessing about music. I think about music 24 hours a day. One of the great experiences I've had on this unidimensionality and knowing that I'm not the only crazy person I know is when I was sitting in the A.R. Rahman in Bombay airport, and quite by chance we're both in the waiting lounge, and he usually carries like 3 devices with himself. I go and sit next to him and he says, I want you to listen to something and tell me what you think, and he just puts earphones on. And in the airport, in the lounge, he's taken the airport music that keeps playing in the airport lounge. He's taken that and mixed that with a beat from Argentina and the singing of a set of Buddhist monks. There's a set of Buddhist monks in Argentina called Les Monjes Budistas. He's taken their singing, their chanting, the airport music and a set of beats, and he's mixed it on the spot in the airport lounge. And he's playing it to me and he said, okay, can you play a couple of more patterns and let's add to this. So I'm sitting on his iPad and he's got a piano app and I'm playing on that and we are mixing a song in the airport lounge before the flight is called. And this is how obsessive people get, right? Very quietly, 3 devices, and as soon as the flight is called, and this is what is great about technology, right? That 3 devices immediately come inside one bag and he's put it into his hand baggage and we're off to the flight. And this is so wonderful what you can do with music nowadays.